today is the Emmy-nominated queen of Vanderpump Rules, who effortlessly mixes sass with class. With a cocktail in one hand and a killer comeback in the other, Ariana is the undisputed master of the Vanderpump cocktail shaker. She's not just a reality star, she's a force to be reckoned with. This resident badass has a heart of gold. She's the girl who turns heads and raises eyebrows. Whether she's dropping truth bombs on TV or serving looks or crushing Dancing with the Stars, she's got a brand new attitude and a brand new book, Single as Cocktails. Please welcome to the Lady Gang, our queen, Ariana Madix.
Welcome.
Wow, what an intro. That was incredible.
First of all, I don't know that the Lady Gang girls are Dancing with the Stars watchers. I think you have brought them over for sure.
Wow.
But like, you are freaking you're gonna win.
Oh my gosh. Well, that would be amazing. But if you think about it, like I feel like from now on, or at least like the last 2 weeks too, onward, anybody could go home like at any time. Like Lele was so good. And Barry was so good. I don't know. So I'm always like just really nervous.
You know, when people talk about people that are crushing it on Dancing with the Stars, how many seasons is this? Like 30 something?
32.
Yeah.
And people will make comments like, I'm not an avid watcher, but they'll be like, watch this clip. This person looks like a pro. Who's the pro and who's the star? And you're like, come on, guys. I know who the pro is and I know who the star is. Your Britney Spears video went everywhere. I couldn't get on Instagram. And I was like, okay, let's see how much she slays. Because I'm so used to people saying that they're slaying and they're not. You slayed to the point where I started Googling if you had dance background, if you like dance professionally. You are amazing.
Oh my God.
I think one of the best that's ever been.
Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
Do you have dancing background? Because it is insane.
I danced in like high school, and it's weird because it's like I'm 38, so it was like 20 years ago. It's not the same.
It stays with you.
It hurts in the knees.
It's muscle memory.
I'm not so sure. I also was the worst one on the team. I was always in the back corner, like. And then when I was in like college, or then when I was out of college, and I wanted people to think that I was better at things than I was, I just said that like our team, because our team won like nationals, but I said that as if like I was like part of the reason why we won, but literally I was in the back corner. I was like,
this is a page out of Keltie's book.
I know Keltie was always at the end of the Rockettes line, so she
that's
understands.
because of her height. That's her height.
That's not the same. Jack doesn't understand dancing anyway, but I was also a background dancer. It gives you a will to live and achieve in life because you've watched all these other bitches in front of you and you're like, you don't know what the fire that I have within me.
In my
Watch
belly.
this. And then
you're like,
you
one
go.
day I'll be at the front of the pyramid.
Well, you're at the front now. It's insane.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
This book, I want to know how many weeks it took to shoot all these photos because like, okay, so I'm going to be embarrassing right now for myself, but I went through a really bad breakup with Jack and I's mutual ex-boyfriend way back in like 15 years ago. And I was so heartbroken that I wrote like a memoir about it and then put it out for everyone to read. And it's at the time I felt like it was the best decision. For me now looking back, it's ultimately cringy. And what I wish I would have done is done a hardcover coffee table / cookbook of all hot pictures of me.
Yeah, you went the wrong way.
So tell me everything about putting this together and like the photos and the titles and everything is so perfect.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Well, you know what's crazy? You said how many weeks? That whole photo shoot was like 5 days.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, including like the ones with me, and like there were days, it was like there were 2 or 3 days that I could be there, and then there were 2 or 3 days that I couldn't be there. And it was over the summer. It was while we were shooting Vanderpump Rules. And it was, I don't know if you guys saw or anything when the cast trip went to Tahoe.
Yeah.
That was the week that I was shooting this book. So they were in Tahoe and I was here in LA shooting the cocktail book. And yeah, it was crazy. It was only that many days. But it's so funny that you say that about your book because I was just having this conversation yesterday where I was like, I love this book so much. And I'm like, but now I almost like wish I didn't write it because now I have to talk about it all the time.
Only for a couple.
Yeah,
Only
it's
for a
not
couple more
bad, but
weeks.
it's like, yeah, only for a couple of weeks. And like, at least, you know, there's like what you were saying, like yours was memoir. And this one, there's so much to talk about outside of the subject matter of it. So
Yeah.
that's good. That part makes me feel a little bit better. But yeah, it's crazy. All this stuff came together really fast because the text had to be done very, very quickly in order to even get everything planned to do the photo shoot. So yeah, it was a really fast turnaround.
So you call it drinks for bad bitches only. What makes you in this era of your life a bad bitch?
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know. I think that we're all bad bitches all the time. So I feel like when I say like for bad bitches only, I'm like, that actually kind of like fits everybody. But like, I feel like I personally am a bad bitch because I don't want to go out anywhere. I want to be in my sweats all the time. And I have like the best group of girlfriends ever. I'm like, okay, so that counts.
Well, it's like having nothing to prove. That's like
I
what
think that's it.
Yeah.
Well, and like being in your like not giving a fuck era.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like
I
feel like there's just nothing to stress about anymore.
I
love
like
that.
this age because I'm also 30, about to be 38. And I feel like I've never thought I could feel this far removed from like that insecure 20-year-old girl, like just trying always to like prove stuff to myself, to exes, to friends, to everybody. I'm like, I'm the same way. And I'm like, is this the magic of our late 30s? Is this just like what we get to feel? Because it's pretty great.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is me. Like, you know, in my slides or whatever. It's like this is it. So, you know, get with it or don't. Like, it's cool.
I love it.
Get with it
Or don't.
And it's like, you know, the realization, like we went through the influencer era where everyone was like in a full outfit photographed on Instagram. And you were like, wow, that's like not how I go through my day. And now I do feel like we're in sweatsuit era, which is like your girls are just like, no, we wear sneakers, sweatshirts, big designer sunglasses, and always have a coffee in our hands. And like, that's the sex symbol vibe right now. And I'm like, this is better for us as a culture.
I like it. It's way more comfortable.
Jacvanek likes to mix a drink,
Mm-hmm.
a Jacktail, if you will. So she's our resident, you know, mixologist. And I was going through the book, and this drink, the West Hollywood, is the most hilarious drink I've ever. Because the West Hollywood drink is a truly trashy combo drink: Pedialyte,
Yes,
and hard seltzer. And then you're like, mix it up with ice, drink when your life's a dumpster trash.
So this is like a hair of the dog, a shampoo effect drink that you're drinking when you're hungover, I'm assuming.
Yeah, there's a few of those in there that are just wild because I feel like it's, you know, there's so many that are like really good, like really pretty, great cocktails. And then there's some that you're just like, this is almost like more about the concept than like, and I prayers up to anyone who wants to actually drink it.
Well, it's like what you need to survive.
But exactly.
I just have never seen Pedialyte in like a drink before. And so I was like,
well, you drink it when you're hungover. It's like giving you all of your electrolytes back in the morning.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be good for you. I had to drink Pedialyte when I was a kid. I got like really horrible like diarrhea, stomach, whatever. And I remember being a little kid and they were like, you're so dehydrated. If you don't drink this, we're going to have to like feed you through a tube. And I was like, I don't want to drink it. And like my mom had to like force feed me Pedialyte so that I didn't go to the hospital. And I like literally to this day, like cannot drink it. It's like the worst to me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Maybe you need to come out with like your own version of Pedialyte. Maybe your next venture is like a hangover cure that isn't Pedialyte.
Yeah.
She has enough ventures, Becca.
Well, you know what? She can strike while this iron is on fuego.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
On fuego. Okay. So I thought it would be really fun now that you're out in the world for us to play a game of Would You Rather. Sort of, I'm calling this Would You Rather like boy edition.
Okay.
And it's going to be, we're all going to decide on who we would rather. Okay. Are you guys ready?
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay. Who would you rather date, an aspiring actor or an aspiring DJ?
I've dated aspiring actors. I don't know.
I've got to say the possibility of, I think the DJ is way more embarrassing, but if you make it big as a DJ, you're rolling in the dough. So like there's a possibility that could actually take off, but then you have to stay up until like 4 a.m. So I don't know how I feel about that.
Yeah, but that's like the same with an actor. Like he can make it big, and also like Austin Butler. Like my worst nightmare, no offense to Austin Butler, is Austin Butler, like before getting a job, was probably the most painful experience, like insufferable person to be around. And
Well,
in my
now-
mind, that is what I'm envisioning.
I feel like he's also like a method actor. Like I feel like you might have to live
You
with the
feel
method
like
for a
Jack?
while.
Have you heard him talk? He's
Oh yeah, I forgot about the Elvis voice.
Yeah, he's still Elvis.
so to me, I
Cringe.
think for me it's gonna be DJ, even though I think it's the weirdest job ever.
Yeah, I might go DJ also because, well, one thing about actors is that they can read because they have to read.
That's true. Illiterate.
But even if you make it as an actor, your goal is like what? To just be able to like get jobs. And like I feel like you have a higher likelihood of being able to like DJ and make a decent living and like be okay as a DJ than you do as an actor.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Yeah.
Like
See,
even
and
if you're
DJ.
DJing like a bar, you're still gonna make
yeah.
a little bit of money.
A wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
And maybe they
Also-
have like cool taste in music. Who knows?
Well, and it's like, I think that if you really had to, like if someone was like, you need to go learn how to DJ, you're going to find a YouTube video that's going to like help you improve your skills. I don't think there's a YouTube video out there that's going to like help you become a better actor.
No, you don't need talent to become a DJ, really, unless you're like one of those DJs that DJs live. Otherwise, you're just pressing a button.
Yeah.
So,
Which
like,
even
Okay,
the biggest
this is not a
DJs don't
dissertation.
DJ
I have like
live.
1,000 more. Here we go.
Okay.
Next.
we're
Would
deep
you
diving.
rather?
Yeah.
This is my favorite question of all time, and I've been thinking about it since we wrote it down.
Oh God.
Would you rather sleep with a boy or a virgin?
Oh.
Boy, hands down.
Yeah. Boy.
Boy, a virgin? Oh
I-
God. That's so scary.
That's like asking me if I want to drive with like a medallion taxi in New York City or like a student driver.
Yeah. I think
Yes.
taking somebody's virginity is like terrifying. I don't want to be
Yeah.
responsible for that and like the repercussions to come.
Yeah, that's really scary. Plus,
Okay.
like if they're 38 and
Oh,
a
yeah.
virgin.
If it's
You're nearing 40-year-old virgin.
excellent point.
Steve
If it's
Carell.
age appropriate, this is a whole other layer.
Yes, because they might be also a freaking like murderer if they're still a virgin. I don't know. There's something weird going on there.
Yeah, I agree.
That's wild. Okay. Would you rather sleep with someone half as attractive as you or twice as attractive as you?
Hmm.
This one's hard for me because like
Well,
I like to
you-
be the star of the show.
Yeah. Well, Ariana, you already dated someone half as attractive as you for a long time.
I would say
so-
like in 10th.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
So
Hmm.
yeah.
I feel like people who would be twice as attractive are not good in bed, right?
No,
100%.
it's like
No.
the thing
Just
where
like-
they've never been told no. They've never been told
Yeah.
that they're bad because they're just hot and relying on their looks.
yeah. Did you see the Selling Sunset reunion when
Yes.
Brie was talking about Michael B. Jordan and she's like not good in bed? I think she just said it to be nice to Nick Cannon, but either way, a revelation. And I agree. The hottest guys.
I
are
disagree.
either-
I disagree. One time,
you
the
slept with
only
him?
person who ever hit on me was Michael B. Jordan, and he has an energy about him that told me otherwise.
Like big dick
Oh.
energy.
So much. And you're like,
Mm.
you know how to take care of a lady.
I think
Oh.
you should figure out a way to sleep with him and report back.
She is married with child, but she'll still try.
Okay, cool. Well,
My husband at this point would probably be like, oh, if it's for work, fine.
right, it's research.
Research,
Shut up.
method acting.
Yes.
Okay. Would you rather, this is just date, would you rather date with someone that's social media obsessed or not on social media at all?
Oh, easy.
Yeah, not on social media at all.
Like he won't even put a nice message for you for your birthday. I'm not saying from experience. I'm just saying like sometimes you want someone to write something nice on your birthday on social media.
That's my dream. It's nothing. Nothing
I
at
would
all.
say nothing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather, I wrote this personally, so it's a real masterpiece. Would you rather date someone who's incredibly rich, but only wears exclusively flip-flops to everything? Or someone with David Beckham's style, but is a magician by trade?
Oh my God. Did you write that for me?
But is the magician wealthy? Because there are successful magicians out there.
I don't know the backstory on these characters.
I love a magician so much that I would date a magician that wears flip-flops all the time. Like that would work for me.
Oh my God.
What?
I love
gross.
magicians.
She
Keltie
hasn't-
slept with one though, which I'm jealous about, but I just love them.
It's her fetish.
I'm going rich in flip-flops. We'll just live on the beach.
Yeah.
No, but this is like when you go to the fundraising gala and he's like in a tux, but like in a flip flop. And you have to look at those man toes all the time. Think about the grossness of a man toe.
It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad. This is a tough choice.
He's wearing
But-
flip-flops to your wedding.
Yeah.
I'll have it on a beach.
Everything just happens on the beach.
If
He's
the
rich
magician,
enough.
if the magician makes $300,000 a year and dresses like David Beckham, being a magician, I'm going that route.
Okay, yeah.
I'm still picking magician.
Okay. All right. Would you rather date someone who only communicates through emojis or responds K to all important messages?
Ouch. Mm.
Oh man. The emojis are cringe, but at least you have like a variety.
You're at least
I
like
don't
seeing
know.
what's going on with him emotionally in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, exactly. He might get like really deep into like the other like collections too.
That's true. I'm going with K. I'm going with K.
I feel like that works for you though, Becca.
It does.
You don't
The
need
less
any
I know,
more.
the better. The less I know how you're feeling, the better.
I love it. And speaking of feelings, and I know you were like, I really don't want to talk about this, but it is in your book. So, there's this amazing chapter called Warning Signs in the book. And I think this is really important for LadyGang. And the reason that I wanted to talk to you about it is we have this Facebook group with like 30,000 plus girls in it. And they're talking constantly. And the stories that come up about, guys, am I being crazy? They always start with, am I being crazy? And we see them, and then all the girls like jump in and give each other advice. And I think like as women, I think sometimes in a relationship, we can get embarrassed or we don't want other people to know that like stuff's going wrong. So we don't talk about it. And what I love about LadyGang is like everybody's talking about it. So in this chapter of the book, you were like, here's some warning signs: increased love of fitness, turning off your shared location, being protective of your phone. Like, I was wondering if we could all have a conversation about other things that we've experienced that could be like warning signs for perhaps someone in a relationship not doing the right thing. I once had an ex, like I got so, I knew in my heart that he was being unfaithful, but I tried to like do all the things to like bring him back in and like make sure that he couldn't cheat on me. And so I was like, because we travel a lot, we were long distance. I was like, just call me before you go to bed. You got to just call me before you go to bed. So like, I know that you're in bed and you're calling me and I'm the last thing you're like talking to. And then one time he literally called me. I think he was in a club in a closet and he was like, hey babe, yeah, I'm just going to bed, big night. And then a guy walks, like I hear the door open and this guy goes, you can't be in here, bro.
Oh no.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Which ex was this, Keltie?
You can guess, Jack. What are the warning signs? Jack, you've had this happen to you.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, dated a real narcissist. I will say, like in the beginning of a relationship into like after you've been dating a while, obviously love bombing, I feel like is the biggest red flag in the entire world. And just like social media is stupid, but if there's like massive changes in the way that like somebody is posting about you, so if like they're obsessed with you, they're posting you every day, and then all of a sudden it goes to nothing. I just think like big changes in that kind of world are something to look at, no matter how like trivial it kind of seems.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love that, Bex.
Well, I've never been cheated on. Not that I know of. So, they did a really good job of hiding it, or I'm a fucking idiot. So I'm not the person to answer this question. I'm probably a fucking idiot, or I was delusional enough to like not even worry. In my 20s, I think I was so confident in my relationships and in myself that I was like, yeah, right. Who's better than me? And to be honest with you, I'm sure a lot of people were, and maybe they were doing it, but like in my delusional headspace, I just never looked for things or had things pop out. I don't know.
It's also the thing that happens is that you're like, no, like I'm great. And I've been in here too. And I know this is fun. So like, why,
But also I think what I didn't know then that I know now is that it actually doesn't matter at all. Like what your reality is with that person. Like that you can so easily, and I think over the years I've just been able, especially with like so many of my girlfriends, where I guess you take it less personally because you're like, wow, it was good. To me, everything is good. But then, I mean, somebody else is living. I don't know if this makes any sense at all, but it has nothing to do with how great you are or how great the relationship is. It's how the other person is.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with you, like at all.
Yeah, at all.
Only, which is, a crazy thing to like think about. Cause I definitely think that when I was younger, I would have had the opposite thought. It's all me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if Beyonce can get cheated on, anybody can.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. When we come back together with Ariana, we're going to do an Ariana Allegedly Wassa Happening. We'll be right back. Okay. We are back. Ariana's new book, Single as Cocktails, comes out December 5th. We must make her a New York Times bestseller on her own solo style. You know what I mean? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But LadyGang, it is actually just the cutest book. And I also think this is such a great gift for your friends, and the friend that's like your work friend at work that you tell everything to, but like you never see each other outside the office, but she knows everything about your dating life. Like this is the perfect book to wrap up and put on her desk for the holiday season. So like buy 10. Okay. This is the Allegedly Wassa Happening, and we're calling it so Allegedly Wassa Happening is where we talk about celebrities, but we say allegedly first so that we can't get sued.
We don't even know if that's right.
No. We've just been doing it that way for like 7 years.
You've never been sued?
No, we've never been sued.
No. But I thought because this book is Single as Cocktails, that we would talk about all of the shocking single as new people in Hollywood this year, 2023. So I want to start with Jack, Sam, and Brittany.
Why is that to me?
You know why.
Start with you.
I mean, I don't know. Their relationship was always strange to me, and he was always a little bit sketchy, and I don't know what kind of controlling he was doing on the back end. So I love that she's living her best single life. She was actually in Cabo like 2 days before I was, just partying at a club, and if I would have seen her in real life, I would have shit my pants.
But like, who was she partying with?
Locals, I think. Seemed like she was by herself.
She was partying that one time with Maluma and
J Balvin. Oh my God, hot take. This will be out by the time this comes out on Tuesday. I was just interviewing J Balvin yesterday, and I asked him about the Britney thing, and she was like, she's happy as a clam.
Oh, good.
I love that.
She's in such good spirits. She's super happy. She's been through a lot. And like, I was like, it's just so strange that you're friends with Britney Spears.
Very random.
Wow.
And like Maluma, I mean, both of those men have like,
do you think she's on substances that make you feel happy?
I have no idea. I am.
Not those kind, not prescribed by a doctor. Like more.
Okay. Taylor and Joe Alwyn. Ariana, what do you think? You're a Swiftie.
Yeah, I feel like she's still so young and she was so serious with Joe and like it seemed great, but at the same time it's like I don't know. If I was dating Taylor Swift, I would find it difficult to date her because she is like the biggest star in the entire world. And I don't know Joe like personally, but I don't know, maybe he was having a hard time like keeping up. Like Taylor, you got to keep up with her. You can't just like you got to be on her level. And maybe he just wasn't on her level.
Well, didn't they try to like hide their entire relationship for the most part too?
It was very private, yeah. And I feel like it's impossible to do that if you're Taylor Swift. I mean, we're seeing her now with
doesn't want her relationship to be private.
Yeah.
I think she wants to be running off the field and kissing Travis Kelce.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you guys see his old tweets that came out?
What?
Like they went back and obviously like they do to everybody, like not scrubbed, but like found all of his old tweets and everybody was like thinking it was going to be problematic. And it's literally the most wholesome tweets ever. Like, but like he's misspelling a bunch of words and like
that is literally an athlete to like 101. Like that you're going to get pure, you know,
They're there, don't know what it is, how to spell.
Yeah, it's sure something.
Well, that's the only reason I don't know if it's going to work out with them. I don't think there is enough depth there.
Yeah.
For her. She's very like she's a deep feeling thinking individual and I think he's lovely. Yeah. And he's like the guy that you want to climb like a tree and like be with when you're like getting carjacked, but I don't know if he's the guy that you want to like literally sit next to for the rest of your life and talk about the world and your feelings with.
Yeah.
I do. I want to talk about my feelings with him.
But sometimes like a simple man like that is kind of all you need at the end of the day. If you are like super complex, like if you're the one that is very emotional and has like so much going on, like sometimes you need a sounding board of somebody that's just like a simple, happy guy.
He's got like good himbo energy.
Yes.
What's himbo?
Like a male bimbo.
Oh.
Yeah.
The best kind.
Yeah.
Yeah. And maybe he is her himbo. You're right. That is a dynamic that could work.
Yeah.
It just depends if she's, I don't know. Mm-hmm. She seems way more complicated to me. Like, I think she's like in her like simple era. And I don't think that's sustainable for someone like her.
Yeah. I could see it going either way.
We were just at BravoCon. I just saw Ariana at BravoCon. Shannon Bedore and John Jansen finally split up. He's never loved her. And finally they have split up. What are your thoughts, A?
Oh, I want good things for Shannon. Obviously, she's going through, like, she had this horrible DUI and awful situation that she caused. She's responsible for that. But I hope that was maybe a wake-up call, like, after all of that. And maybe that's like a wake-up call for her to like truly seek out like good, positive things for her. Because I mean, that guy, I'm glad that he's gone. I'll just say that. I don't like any ladies to be with anybody that like doesn't appreciate them. You know what I mean? Like that just sets you up for like a whole mess of problems. Like, I don't know. Mentally.
Yeah. I mean, it was just so clear from the beginning that like he was in it for the wrong reasons and didn't support. Like she's the type of person who's like quirky and like has her things. But if she found the right guy, he'd find all of those things minus the DUI endearing.
Yes.
Like all of those things would be like, look at my like wacky zany wife. Like it's so funny. You go to this like guy and talk about poop and like, I mean, she's really charming at times, and he never showed for 1 second that he was charmed by her.
Yeah, she needs somebody who's like all of that stuff is like so cute to them.
Yes, he tolerated her.
Yeah, don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like him.
I don't trust anyone with a brick head.
Does he have a square head?
Is a square head, and it's like if you come out of the womb with a head that shape, you're a bad person. And I'm just going to make a blanket statement. I don't believe that you can be a good person if your head is that square.
I was about to say something that I thought was inappropriate, but then you just said that, so I'm just going to say it. I actually think on another thing, and you probably can't even comment on it, but it just came to mind. I actually think that Bravo should not be able to like redo people. Like they should be able to kick people off shows who have DUIs. Like that's a morality clause. Like how on earth
That's true.
in any other job, like I don't know. I just feel like if you get a DUI, I don't think like showing up to BravoCon and being allowed to do that should be something that you can do.
Becca, throw it down.
Well, it's true. She could have killed somebody. And like, I think it's
Yeah.
pretty fucked up that then she gets to go sign autographs. I don't think she should be like, you know,
She was
discarded.
not signed, but that was not the vibe.
But
The
she's,
vibe
but
was
I'm
definitely-
just saying
But
like
she's still,
she's
like, a
there. She
celeb,
literally
yeah.
is getting glam after she had a DUI. So anyway,
Yeah.
Hear you.
hot
Hear you.
takes.
It's a very
Well,
fair
that's
point.
reality TV.
Very
valid.
valid point.
You can call me
I agree.
Bravo. You can add it in. It can be like, you
You
know,
know
the
what?
Bethany
You should call your-
clause. It could be the Becca clause.
Our friend Caitlin and Jason broke up this year.
Mhm.
Single as buying a new house. I want to just say that I really thought they were forever. Like I really liked them together. But this goes along with what we were saying. Like, would you rather have someone that has social media or no social media? Is I feel like, and this is the thing about like relationships, is that you're together for a long time and people do change. And it's like, can you adjust to the changes? Like, do I like the person you have changed into? Because like they loved each other, but then like, I feel like he got really into being a famous person where she, after Dancing with the Stars, she like reverted back to like, I'm now going to do my normal life. And he got really into like the clicks and the Instagram and all that stuff. And I think like the dynamic was really off. That's what I mean. She didn't tell me that, but that's how I kind of felt about that relationship. And
Well, he started off as just like a finance bro. Like that's all that he did.
right.
And that's what I think she probably fell in love with. That's hard. That's hard. Because it gets kind of cringe.
Yeah, that's when you were asking the would you rather earlier, and you were saying like super into social media or like nothing at all. Guys who are just like super into social media is very cringe to me.
So cringe.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
a
like
Like
Selfie?
posting like selfie. Yeah, selfie. I can't. No
Ugh.
selfie. Oh my God.
I
And they
mean,
always do like a
like
and
Blue Steel.
I fucking hate it.
There's really nothing worse.
it's really
Yeah.
disgusting.
Yeah.
What has it been like to be in your DMs this year?
Oh,
No one is in my DMs. So
Really?
Can't be true.
yes. Someone asked me that. They were like, who's like slid into the DMs? I'm like, literally no one. It's just like no one like that. So
I bet a lot of women being like
yeah, like
supporting you.
yeah. It's like friends. It's like it's women. It's people that I'm like, hell yeah, like let's be buds. But yeah, there's no like literally looking at right now. Oh geez.
Well, it's like you're too old for Leo. Sorry.
Like we're all like 2 times too old for
a,
Leo.
a generation too
Yeah.
old.
No, I felt like all the little
Yeah.
hotties of Hollywood would be like, hey, I'd love to take you out.
No,
Or
absolutely
I don't mean
not.
to
That
like
has never
pour
happened.
salt on a wound, but like that's
Wow.
okay.
That has never happened. I have not
I'm
been.
I think it's because people thought you
No,
were in a
one time.
Oh,
Well, I think there's a reason why.
Hmm.
Because the guys that send DMs that slide into girls' DMs are not looking for strong women. They're looking for baby birds who want validation and to be told their ass looks hot. And I think you've proven to the world that you're way more than you are hot and you've got a great ass. But I think that you've shown you have a lot of strength and you are so sure of yourself and what you want and what you're going to put up with, that the type of guys sliding in DMs in general are not looking for quality.
That's so true.
Sure.
You know?
But I do sometimes, want to be baby birded. So my ass.
Of
looks
course.
Oh, of course.
We all do. We all do.
hot. Well,
But
that too.
but you're going to get that, but not in the form of a DM. You know what I mean? Like you're going to find the guy. It's just not going to be the guy sliding in your DMs.
No,
Yeah.
that's so true.
but that's the thing. And like, oh my God, I'm so glad you said that. Sometimes I want to be a baby bird. This is a revelation on LadyGang, because I do believe that the right person, like my husband treats me like a baby bird. Like
Mhm.
he's like, he just went and got me coffee and he's like, oh my God, are you okay? And then I'm like, I fucking make the contracts. I make the money. Like I'm such a boss bitch. But then like in our own life, like a lot of times in our world, like he will literally pick me up and it is exactly the same with you, Becca. And it's exactly the same with you, Jack. And I think there is someone out there who's a mix of those two things, who is celebrating you and is like, I want a bad bitch with her own life and who's confident and all those things. But then you're able to be like, I'm just broken and I need you to love me, and like very sensitive and like, and I'm a baby.
I'm baby.
Because I want to be a baby.
I'm the
first.
baby.
Yeah.
It's exhausting being the strong bitch all the time, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. You need that balance of being able to go out into the world and be a strong, badass bitch, because at home you were like, I don't know, like not having to do that.
Yeah. Then you get to be the baby.
Well, and I look at a lot of like relationships and marriages that I know, and where the woman at home doesn't get to be the baby bird. I love that this is now she doesn't get to be the baby bird. There's a lot of resentment for her having to be home and also be the person taking care of the little baby bitch boy. Like that is a really hard thing. And I don't think we're wired to be that way.
No, I mean, it's like, I know we're like surpassing gender roles, but there is a little bit of that where it's like, you do just want to like live in your feminine energy a little bit and like be allowed to do that. And I think just in general with like women just being boss bitches, it's like, it's hard to be able to like succumb to that. But I think naturally a lot of women just want to a little bit for like a small amount of time.
Yeah. I want to dip my toes into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I love that.
I love it so much. Okay, last question. Single as Cocktails is coming out. I want you to give a message to all the LadyGang girls that are feeling single as and they're not celebrating it in the way that you're celebrating it in this book. They are feeling it's the holiday season. Everyone's like getting engaged and it's like everyone's posting about their Christmas trips on Instagram and they're feeling sad and like it's never going to happen for them. What do you, queen of our hearts, say to those single as LadyGangers?
Listen, we all want the best for everyone's relationships, right? But when you see all these people getting engaged, going on these trips, whatever, just think back to all the breakups that we just talked about and just know that everything is temporary. So live in this moment. Know that rejection is redirection. If something is not meant for you, the universe will shove you in a different direction. And that is the way that you are meant to go, because the universe is on your side. Karma is on your side. And all of the amazing, wonderful things that you want are coming to you. So just live in this moment because it is temporary. And when you're not single, you might miss your days being single.
Oh God, I tell my friends that all the time.
I know. I'm like, get out there and everybody you can.
I'm like, just enjoy waking up alone. God damn it. Like, it's just like, you know, there should actually be like a week every year where every woman gets to like stay in a hotel by herself. It's a universal. You don't have to wake up next to somebody. You don't have to talk to somebody. It's wonderful. Enjoy it, ladies.
Enjoy it. Amen.
Enjoy it. Listen, we're so happy for you.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Can't wait to watch you win Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, thank you. Please vote for me.
Hell yes.
We are voting. And congratulations on the book. I know it's going to be a huge success and everything you do. I mean, you're taking over and I just love that you're doing it with such grace and
thank you.
Fun and good fashion. And like, I saw this girl BravoCon and I'm sorry, the Dancing with the Stars body, it is.
Thank you. Muscles you didn't even know you had.
Oh, yeah, they are sore.
I mean, you're always hot and all bodies are hot, but like there's something about a Dancing with the Stars body that just takes it to the next level.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you guys, you can pick up, we're going to link it in our stories. You can pick up Ariana's book and you can follow her on Instagram at Ariana Madix and all of that good stuff. And we will
see you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.